Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Micah, also known as the Unmatchable One, and today we are going to be looking at WWE 2K23 ratings that I feel like are just unreasonable and why. So do make sure you leave a like on this video if you enjoy, and please subscribe. And yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Also, if you normally tune into the channel, you probably realize I don't wear a hat. So I don't know why I'm doing it today, but I'll just stick with it. Anyways, the first rating we're going to talk about is Sheamus's rating of an 87 in WWE 2K23. In my opinion, this is an unreasonable rating in the sense of Sheamus got so much credibility this year, or last year. So Sheamus got so much credibility in his match with Gunther at Clash of the Castle, and since then, the fans have been behind him completely. And also, not to mention, Sheamus has so much accomplishments and is so underrated for how much he has done in the business. Literally, Sheamus is probably one of the greatest of this era, to be honest, because he's achieved King of the Ring. He's been world champion like 4 or 5 times, tag team champion like quite a bit too. He's basically almost done anything except for win the Intercontinental Championship. So I honestly don't see why Sheamus does not have a 90 at least. Like, a 90 is reasonable, and even Sheamus thinks so.
This last year you were in 85. Do you think you've gone up or down?
I should definitely gone up.
How much?
I'd say in the 90s, mate.
But yeah, an 87, I guess you could say it's somewhat acceptable. But if you're going to give people like Gunther like an 89 or a 90, and people that Sheamus has feuded with and beaten, and people with less accomplishments than him have like be in the 90s and have those big ratings, then Sheamus belongs up there with them. That's just common sense. And yeah, Sheamus had a pretty good year last year, so honestly, he should be at least a 90. That's my opinion. The next one is Austin Theory. Austin Theory had an 80 last year, which, you know what, it was fine. But this year, he has an 82, which makes no sense to me because think of it like this. You know what, fine, they want room for you to grow in the game, so like next year if he accomplishes more, he can go up. But honestly, Austin Theory won Money in the Bank and is now a 2-time United States champion, and he's beaten the likes of Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley. He just won the Elimination Chamber. Like, he's done so much in this past year and is arguably one of the top guys in WWE of last year. He got pushed. He got one of the best pushes last year. And honestly, I think he should like at the very least be like an 84, if like anything like that. Because Austin Theory has definitely earned more than 2 points up, in my opinion. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but honestly, Austin Theory is not an 82 this year. And people like Dolph Ziggler with an 83 and other stuff, they've been beaten by Theory. And Theory has had he's just been one of the top guys. He's been pushed very well. So an 82 comes as a surprise to me. And I think it's just unreasonable in this case.
82! An 82! Really? An 82!
And can someone tell me, how did Shayna Baszler get an 82 in the game?
82!
You know what? Fine. She hasn't been like SmackDown or Raw Women's Champion, right? But she is literally one of the most physically dominant superstars in the women's division. She has like that UFC background, I think, or some type of fighting background. And she's just dominant in the ring. She may have never won a championship other than the SmackDown Women's title. But even in NXT, she had a dominant run. It's just the way they're pushing her. Her physical ability is incredible. And she even says so too. And the fact that she went in there, right? And even the person who was hosting the event for the ratings laughed at her.
It's funny. It's just funny.
You could honestly tell that she was upset. It was visibly noticeable because she works so hard and she has one of the best skill sets, and she gets an 82. Like, I'm sorry. And the ratings, if you go to edit them, they're all based off of like wrestling skill set, right? like the stamina, the amount of pain you take in hits, all that stuff applies. And Shayna Baszler, when it comes to that, one of the best. I don't know why she has an 82. This should, in my opinion, be at least mid-80s. That, in my opinion, would be acceptable. But an 82, that's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know if you guys agree, but in my opinion, if we're really talking about, like, that physical ability too, Shayna Baszler has so much of it. Okay, this is a bit of a controversial take, but in my opinion, Cody Rhodes, you know what? His rating is absolutely acceptable. But in my opinion, he should just be bumped up to like one more to at least be on an equal level with Rollins, just for like fighting with that torn pec and everything, and seeing that he's most likely going to win the Undisputed title. But you know what? There's room and growth for that for next year, so I'm not too upset about that. And that one, honestly, it really doesn't need to be changed. It's not even that much of a complaint. Cody was good with that 91. I just wanted to include it because I don't know what you guys think. Did Cody deserve a higher rating? Or did Cody Rhodes get a good rating for this year? I think I'm like half and half on it because he had an amazing year last year, so maybe he should be like 1 or 2 more points up. But at the same time, they want to make him grow for next year, especially if he wins the Undisputed title. So, yeah, that one's controversial. I don't know how to feel about it. But yeah, Cody with the 91, not bad. Okay, we can all agree, this is just criminal. Rey Mysterio, who was a 90 in last year's game, and also was the cover star and the showcase for WWE 2K22, is an 82 for 2K23? What? Like, okay, I'm sorry. Someone tell me how. Rey Mysterio is lower than people like Dolph Ziggler and so many other people who have nowhere near the accomplishments nor career of him. No disrespect to Dolph, but like Rey Mysterio is one of the greatest of all time, 100%. And this is what WWE has done. Not WWE, 2K. This is unreal. Alright, the next rating that I think is a bit unreasonable is Asuka's rating. Because think of it, Asuka, well, she's fighting for the Raw Women's title against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania this year. And you know what? Fine, it's technically a different Asuka. But Asuka should at least be a 90. Like, come on. Like, I'm not even going to have to explain this. Take it from Bayley. This is what she said when the rating was revealed for Asuka.
She's just the best. She should be at, if I were to choose, she should be at a 95.
Yeah.
She's the best.
She's
been doing this for so long and consistent and can do it better than any of us could ever dream of. Yeah, she's never slowed down. Even when she's hurt, she's like, oh, I'm fine. And I see her limping. I'm like, no, you're not. She is, yeah, dude, she's incredible. And she's constantly evolving.
Next is Bobby Lashley. And you know what? A 92, it's not bad for Bobby. I'm not going to lie. But if he's going to beat Brock Lesnar, right? And if he's going to be like one of the biggest superstars that year, in my opinion, he should be a little bit higher. Next is Omos with an 82. And to be honest, I think Omos should be maybe ranging from 84 to 86 because Omos has had some big feuds with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. And, well, now he's having one with Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. So in my opinion, he should at least be from 84 to 86. That's just my take. I think an 82 is a bit too low for Omos. And again, 82, same one as Rey Mysterio has. Makes no sense.
Do you think you're me? Do you think you're me? Do you think you're me?
Carmella is one of the last ones. Carmella, she has a 79, and in my opinion, for all her accomplishments, she should at least be low, if not mid-80s. You know, Carmella isn't that bad. And finally, I want to say Sami Zayn has an 84, and I think that that's just unreasonable. You know what? It's an upgrade from last year's 80, which was already ridiculously undeserved. But Sami Zayn is so over right now and just had a main event match with Roman Reigns in Montreal. Did you hear the crowd? That was wild. And everyone is behind Sami right now. So I just want to say Sami Zayn deserves at least high 80s for that. So I'm definitely going to change up that rating. But yeah, WWE 2K23 did not give him the right rating. That was not a proper rating for Sami Zayn. And I think this year, and his just his run with the Bloodline proved exactly why Sami Zayn was not worthy of that 80 and is not worthy of this 84.
How do you think that after all of this time? The fact that you would think that, man, that hurts.
Anyways, that is it for this video. Don't forget to comment down below who you believe had an unrightful rating. And if you agree with any of these ratings, disagree with these ratings, whatever your opinion is, don't forget to comment it down below. And yeah, just thank you all so much for watching. And I know I promised WWE 2K22 content quite a while back, but due to technical difficulties, probably not going to happen. So we're going to start that series I promised with 2K23. If you don't know what series it is, I have like a replica belt. I'm just going to defend it against probably my brother in WWE 2K23. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys subscribe and just tune in and enjoy that content when it comes out. And yeah, just don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for the support, and thank you all the new audience. Thank you all so much for subscribing. It means a lot, and yeah, I really hope that this channel can grow even more, and I'm just very proud of its growth so far, and I have all of you to thank for it. Thank you all so much. I'm out.